Hello everyone, this is Aaron Fitch from ATF Gaming and welcome back to NASCAR Heat 2. Today we have a doubleheader at Daytona, Xfinity and Cup. We know the Cup Series is going to be an absolute disaster, but let's at least try to get the Xfinity Series going and have some fun there before we absolutely, I don't even know how to describe how bad the Cup race is going to be, but let's head off to the Xfinity race. Alright, so here we are starting our qualifying lap at Daytona. I thought I'd give it a shot since we are going to try the custom setup here. Thought I would give it a shot and see what happens. I really have no idea what to expect. Well, I don't think I've ever used a custom setup on the plate tracks. One thing that I was incredibly concerned about with this custom setup was they had the tire pressure on max. And this also definitely hugs to the left a little bit. But let's see if this maybe helps us in qualifying. I'm not positive if I want to use it in the race yet, but we will see if this helps us in qualifying.
This is the one that counts.
Oh, there's 2 laps. I'm an idiot. I should have taken another get up to speed lap. Oh well. No idea if that's going to be any good for us in qualifying or not. I really haven't ever qualified at the restricted plate tracks because I usually just expect it to be last. But let's see what we can do here. Maybe this will be better.
Okay,
34th. So it's not last. It's not last. I will say that. So we're going to give it a shot in the race. This could either backfire greatly, or this could be a really good setup for us, and we might be able to run away with this thing. One concern that I do have with this is it takes a long time to get up to speed, so I'm really scared that we might have an issue with the start of the race and restarts. But Michael Annette on the pole, good for him. And let's head off to the race. Ooh, at night.
Almost ready. They're about to throw the green. There's the green flag.
But I have no idea how this is going to go. Like I said, really haven't used custom setups ever at restricted plate tracks. I've used them at mile and a halves before, and pretty much everywhere else, but I've never used them at a restricted plate track. It does seem to be getting up to speed relatively quickly, so I'll take it. Come on, Armstrong, get underneath Hemrick. All right. Your fault, so I'm gonna... Nope, can't take advantage.
Alright.
And I'm getting shuffled to the inside now. Great. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of this pulling to the left as much as it is.
Still there.
Now, we know that this is going to be the race that we have the most success in, because the Cup race, we are just going to be continuously run off the track at every moment possible. So I don't know if I'm going to use the custom setup there at all. I'm not particularly happy with this custom setup for the plate tracks. It is HD Motorsports again. I've been super pleased with all of his setups up until this point. But I'm not a big fan of this one. Oh dear. Well, there's the end of stage 1. We're going to pit. We might be able to make it to the end from here. But I really hope we don't lose the draft. But if we can make it to the end from here, it's not going to matter. They're all going to pit at the end of stage 2, and we will inherit the lead. As long as we don't lose a lap. Yeah, I'm just not a huge fan of how much it pulls to the left. It requires me to make a lot more adjustments where I would rather be focused
Stay
on
top. Hold your line.
making passes and seeing where I want to go with my lane choices. So I'm not super thrilled with that aspect of it.
Stay high. Still there.
Guess we're going to go high because they slowed up a bunch. But it doesn't look like it's going to matter.
Hold your line.
Oh my god, yep. Yeah, I don't know if I can use the setup in the race for the Cup Series or not, honestly.
Hold your line.
We'll try it for qualifying, but maybe we can get a few spots off of it. But honestly, I don't think I can handle this during the race because it just pulls to the left so much.
That was a great lap. Stay low. Car there.
We also have no idea whether we can make it to the end of the race or not.
Still there.
But we're going to find out shortly. Let's just try to make up as many spots as possible.
Stay low. Still there.
No, I'm not really even sure what causes it
Stay on the
to
bottom. Hold your line.
pull to the left because I'm just trying to think through all of the changes that I make to the setup, and usually they're pretty similar changes from race to race.
Caution's out. Pack her down.
Well, we're up to 31st, but I'm hoping that we are good on fuel now. We are, and they're still not pitting. So I have a theory that the caution that we caused in the first stage
Almost ready.
will allow them to make it to the end of the race,
Let's go get it.
which is a
Alright.
theory I'm not too happy with. But we're going to find out. If they have to pit, then we're going to win this
Stay
race
low.
by
Stay right
a
there.
country mile, but if we don't, then we might be in some trouble.
Car high.
Because remember, I am trying to win the regular season points. It's not all about wins. Obviously, the more playoff points, the better.
Steady. Car high.
Alrighty. Sadly, you're going to get a bump because you just decided to get right in front of me at a bad time.
Car there.
But we're going to fight for every spot until they pit, or if they don't, then obviously we're fighting for our finishing
Stay low.
order.
Keep it right there.
But I really don't know what the AI strategy is going to involve because we were obviously short on fuel.
Only 5 laps left.
When we pitted under the first
Stay right
stage.
there.
So I don't know if that caution ended up benefiting them as far as fuel mileage goes, or we're going to get the AI extra large fuel tanks and all that. But alright, so we're super fast in the draft, that's for sure.
Hold your line.
So that's a positive. I might end up trying the setup in the Cup Series because, I mean, what do I have to lose considering how bad it's going to be with all my rivals? So I really don't know what I have to lose in the whole situation. So we'll try it out, see what happens.
Best lap ever. There.
Best lap ever, apparently. We're moving forward at a very fast pace, so
Easy.
setup obviously has some speed to it. Okay,
Stay low. Hold your
Harrison
line.
Rhodes got into me there. Had a bit of a run, and he took it away.
Stay on the bottom.
Brandon
Stay
Brown in 6th place. How about that? That's a sight you don't see very often. He was doing well in the Xfinity race
right there.
at Daytona in real life. I'm almost low as he gonna pit. No, he's not.
Still there.
Oh, we're making it 3 wide for some stupid reason. Not thrilled about that. We're still going to be 3 wide, so I'm going to try to draft with Bubba, who is our one and only rival, at least as far as we know. I don't remember if we accumulated any new rivals. Nope, can't save it. Well, it doesn't look like they're going to pit, so. Green, white, checkered. But we do have a little damage, so hopefully that doesn't impact us too much.
Stay sharp. Green's coming. Okay, be smart out there. Going green. Low, low.
But we obviously have a fast car, and I think we can make up time. We were
Low,
in a
low.
bad spot because we do have such a fast car. I decided to take a line that I wasn't really thrilled with, and this is kind of in a similar situation.
Car low.
So I guess we're gonna have to stick with Kane here
Low. You're 3 wide.
because we got the bad positioning on the start, and we finally got to the inside, and this is around the point where it struggles to get up to speed. We're not going to win this race, but we can make a darn good effort at it, that's for sure. We got Joey Gase up here. Brandon Brown, I think, ended up falling back after that restart,
Hold your line.
which is unfortunate, but still a good run for him nonetheless.
1 to go. Give it
All
all
right.
you got.
We'll get underneath Gase here. Well, who is this?
Car up top.
Matt Tift, maybe? Yep, looks like it. We're going to give him a shove. Gonna get underneath him. He tries to wreck us there.
Stay on the bottom.
Oh,
Hold your
that's
line.
we might have had enough momentum to make it to the lead had that not happened. And we're gonna have a huge run here if I can get underneath Byron.
Stay low. Car there.
Nope, he's gonna block, and he's smart to do so. He had a huge
Hold
run.
your line.
Love to get underneath Byron here. Nope, apron. And we're not even gonna be able to keep
Easy.
fourth.
Hold your line.
But a top 5 effort, I'll take it.
Top 5. Nice job.
Had some growing pains with the setup, but overall it was a good finish. We had a rough start, so overall I'll take it. Who ended up winning? Did Wallace win or did Suarez win? Because Bubba Wallace was up front for the majority of the race. Bubba won over Suarez, Byron, Almirola, and us. Let's see if anybody did not finish the race. Nope, everybody made it. Hemrick and Keselowski in the back, as unusual. But that ought to be a decent payday for the Xfinity Series, I guess. Not too bad. We're still fourth in points after that. So we gained on Sadler, but Byron and Suarez were up there with us. So I'm going to assume that was Bubba's first win of the season because he usually doesn't run up front very much. But yeah, we'll see you back at the menu. Alright, we missed out on the incentive contract. That's to be expected. And now for what's going to be an absolutely atrocious race. Coke 0400 at Daytona. See you there. Alright, here we are starting our qualifying laps at Daytona. Again, using custom setup by HD Motorsports. Not nearly as much pull to the left in the setup, so I'm very happy with that. I just have no idea. Well, I've messed this lap up. So this lap isn't going to be any good, but hopefully the second lap will be. Made a few too many big adjustments and hit the apron there. But let's see how fast we end up getting. We kind of got 203 there. Yeah, I'm making a ton of like just two big adjustments. I don't know what the right word would be for that. But luckily we get a second lap.
This is the one that counts.
No idea whether that's a good lap or not. Let's just not hit the apron this time. Oh yeah, we stuck at 194, 193 throughout most of that corner, so that's going to help. Again, I have no idea whether this is actually going to help us in qualifying or not. But it's worth a shot for future reference. But I'm very much hoping that this will improve our qualifying lap.
All right, let's see what
Hey,
you're doing.
25th! That's our best restrictor plate qualifying effort. And that's one of our better qualifying efforts in general. We're still going to be in a whole lot of pain at the start of this race. But we might be able to survive. Probably not, but I will hope that this setup maybe will make us a little faster and we can get past those rivals quicker than expected. But I will turn it over to PRN.
Tonight, NASCAR returns to Daytona Beach, Florida, and the Daytona International Speedway for the running of the Coke Zero 400 powered by Coca-Cola. A few summer storms rolled through earlier this afternoon, but the weather is cleared and we're all set to go racing. This race marks the beginning of the second half of the regular season. And a win tonight could be a momentum builder as the playoffs are just a couple of months away.
Halfway through the regular season, guys. That's pretty good, considering we're doing all three series. Oh, yep, Allmendinger already doesn't care. So we're off to a good start there. Oh, this is gonna be trouble. This is gonna be trouble. Yep. Thanks a lot, Allmendinger. Alright, can we save it? No, not saving it. Into the fence we go. Oh, that's an awkward way to flip. I don't know why I would have expected anything different. I guess I was just so hyped up by our qualifying effort that I thought maybe we could survive and make it through without too big of issues, and at least get up front to where we have slightly less people who want to murder us at every corner. Also, being on the outside will probably help a little bit more than being on the inside, but unfortunately at Daytona usually that's not a good thing. But I have a feeling that's what we're going to have to utilize if we're going to have any hope or prayer of being successful here. Oh, see how huge of a run we got there? And then Corey LaJoie just smacks us into the wall, and there we go. Oh, the car just levitated. It's just levitated. Did you guys see that? It just grew, just started levitating. I don't even, wow. Wow. That's all I have to say about that. My only hope or prayer of winning this race is going to be fuel mileage. I really have no clue how that's going to shape up.
Hold your line.
But yeah, this was about as word, Darren, word. This was as I can't talk. I'm just gonna stop as we lose the draft. But we're going to get a huge run on these guys. I guarantee it. We're going to get a huge run. But it's just a matter of what could we possibly do with it that's not going to end in pain and sadness. And the answer is we have no idea. So we're just going to race it how we normally would. And if the AI starts wrecking us, then oh well. But we're just going to race it how we normally would, and then we'll go from there.
Stay low. Hold your line. You're hitting
The hope is that we're close enough to other cars that maybe they won't retaliate, but that doesn't seem to be the case.
Caution is out.
Yeah. Alright. Can we at least maybe short pit here? Well, they're not pitting at all, so we will pit. Again, and maybe there's some way we can make this work here. We're gonna be a couple laps short, probably two laps short, 1 lap short maybe, or we're gonna be perfect. We're perfect. Alright, we're just going to stay in the back. Not going to try to make any passes, but we need to stay in the draft. Otherwise, we'll lose the advantage that we have. We are going to be probably more than half a lap short. So, we need to stay in the draft. Maybe feather the throttle a little bit so we can... Oh, God, that's a crash.
The yellow's out.
Well, that took all the strategy out of it, but we are going to inherit the lead. So that makes it a little easier, and we're going to have Dale Earnhardt Jr. directly behind us, and he's one of our rivals.
Stay sharp. Green
So he's
coming.
going to give us a
Going
huge
green.
shove on this
There's the
restart,
first
hopefully,
line. Car up top.
and we can maybe stay in the lead here. I told you guys that was the only way that this was going to work out. Oh dear, we're pulling away a little bit. That's not good. Dale. Ralph, please help. Ralph, I need you. Okay, he's going to give me a huge bump here. Just hold on to the car.
Car
Just
outside.
stay with him at all
Clear
costs.
down low.
He's going to be your best friend because he's not your best friend. If that makes any sense.
Car outside.
He's going to bump you this entire time. So we just need to keep him behind us.
Car low.
We almost screwed... Oh, we screwed that up.
Car inside.
Save it, Aaron.
The yellow's out.
Okay. Could have been worse. Could have been worse. We did lose the lead. And we're going to start on the outside. Could have been worse. I will give myself that much. It could have been a lot worse.
It's set. Nice and smooth here. Going green.
I have no idea how much this damage is going to impact us. Alright, but we're going to give Dale a shove here. Obviously, that's going to continue our rivalry for another month or, well, for all of time, really.
Hold your line.
It's once we hit fourth gear that we stop getting a huge advantage. Landon Castle's up here. That's probably not a good thing. Since he's usually in the back, he's probably one of our millions of rivals. I believe Denny Hamlin could possibly be a rival. David Reagan's probably a rival. Don't think Chase Elliott's a rival. I don't think Brad's a rival. But we're stuck on the outside, and there's really nothing I can do about that.
Stay right there.
I would love to slide in between Brad and Casey, but I messed that up royally. Oh my God! I know there's 18 seconds of damage, but I don't care. The only way we're going to have a decent finish out of this is if we don't pit. But oh my God, I don't know who that was that launched off the top of our car. Might have been Stenhouse, considering the look of his car. Oh God, we got engine damage. We got everything. Everything was going wrong. I should have pitted. Yep. Well,
Car high.
this is a lesson for you all. When you have damage, pit at Daytona especially.
Car inside.
Yeah,
Car
because
underneath.
we're on the struggle bus
Car
right now.
outside.
And we're in the air again. Well, maybe we can make a 2-lap shootout out of this and maybe make up some spots. I don't know. Oh look, our car is magically repaired. They fixed the engine, the radiator, all that in just a
Almost ready. Nice and
normal
smooth
pit
here.
stop.
Going
Didn't lose a
green.
lap or anything. Let's just not finish last. I think that's a reasonable goal, isn't it? That's a reasonable goal in my mind.
Stay on the bottom. Easy. Hold your line.
I just have no idea what I'm going to... Well, Ty Dillon made that mind up for me fairly quickly. I'm trying to let you in line, but instead you're just going to wreck me. Let's just get across the white flag so this race will most likely be over with. Depending on what version of the overtime rule they're using, whether it's their the NASCAR Heat 2 version, the real life version, the old real life version, or who knows what crazy made up version they could use. But we're just gonna ride in the back. I mean, we would have been golden had that crash not happened with McDowell right after we had pitted, and right after we had said we were going to ride in the back, which we would have. We would have been golden had I been able to not mess that up. But we might get a spot out of this nonetheless. We got a huge run on Ty Dillon. He's gonna block the ever living crap out of us. Nope, he was nope. One 105 speed rating. Gee, thanks, game. Who won the race? Not that I care. Jimmy Johnson won barely over Ryan Blaney. Good for him. I don't care. I knew this was going to be bad. I probably made new rivals after that because of how many times I wrecked. I'm probably going to enter the concussion protocol after how many times I flipped. I'll probably make a crash compilation out of just this episode because of how many times we flipped. But I'm sure we dropped in the standings. Actually, I'm pretty sure that's exactly where we were. Great. Again, we're well set for the playoffs, but I don't know how successful we're going to be in the playoffs. So, let's head back to the menu. Triple header at Kentucky, I'm going to assume for all three series. Let's check and confirm that. Kentucky, Kentucky, Kentucky. No idea what to expect. Probably a lot of pain and sadness for the Cup Series. Let's just see if we have any new rivals. We were at 24 before. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Start over. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Nope, we're still at 24. So that's good. Has Ricky Stenhouse always been neutral? I feel like he's been a rival more times than not. Are these new pictures? I'm just noticing this. Are these new pictures? No, I don't think so. I'm just going crazy. That's fine. Matt Tifft is now a full-on rival in the Xfinity Series. Great. And we didn't run a truck race, so that's fine. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video for some reason, be sure to hammer that like button. And if you want to see more of this madness, be sure to hit that red subscribe button and click the little notification bell so you can get reminded of how bad I am every single day when I post a video. Be sure to hit that notification bell. I've probably said that already. And I will see you in the next episode. Bye.